Sierra Day, born on December 25, 1986 in the USA, is known for her involvement in a tragic criminal case. In 2018, she was charged and later convicted for the murder of her 4-year-old daughter, Aniya Day-Garrett. The case drew significant media attention due to the nature of the crime and the subsequent trial. Sierra Day and her boyfriend, Deontay Lewis, were both sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for their roles in Aniya's death. The investigation revealed a history of abuse and neglect leading up to Aniya's death, raising concerns about systemic failures in child protective services. The case prompted discussions on the importance of vigilance in reporting and addressing child abuse to prevent such tragedies in the future.
Okay. So we have a lot of questions we want to ask you, but first I want to give you the opportunity to talk about why you're here and what led to you being brought in today.
Want to start? Oh, because I called the ambulance today, which my dude had called because we was very concerned because my daughter had stopped breathing.
Okay.
We went to Red Lobster, which was Thursday, and it was the first time going there. And I ate a lot. She ate.
Day immediately leads off by trying to establish that Aniya recently ate a large meal. She knows she is about to be heavily scrutinized for her daughter's condition.
What do you call them? It was like some pasta spaghetti with what do you call that? Pasta spaghetti with pasta spaghetti. It's not crab legs, but it's shrimp. With shrimp, and she had some other stuff or whatever. But she was doing fine when we was there. She was having a good time. When we left, we went home as a family, sat down, watched movies and stuff. We noticed Aniya started acting weird after we gave her like snacks and stuff. She threw it back up. So I called the nurse hotline, which is a 24-hour line or whatever. And I said I was very concerned. We left Red Lobster. I want to know why is my daughter throwing up. She said it could be a stomach virus. So I said, okay. And to my knowledge, I know Aniya is not allergic to nothing. So what I did, I gave Aniya ginger and I gave her Tylenol. She threw that back up. So I just laid her down. Because I just assumed it was probably a stomach virus. And the nurse was like, just let her lay down. She probably just want to rest. So then come Friday, Aniya was still pretending to do the same thing. And also Thursday night, she peed on herself. Okay. And Aniya normally goes to the bathroom. That was awkward to me. She did that twice.
When did you call the nurse again?
I called Thursday.
What nurse are you calling?
I just Googled. I just called the 24 nurse hotline.
Okay. Okay, keep going. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
So then come Friday, I told my dude, I'm like, well, just go buy some pull-ups because I don't want to keep wasting her pennies and her clothes or whatever. So he went to go do that. And then Aniya, we fed her, I think it was like Kim's, like French fries or whatever. She threw that back up. And I'm like, babe, I don't know what's going on because Aniya had never threw up this much. She just kept throwing up. And I'm like, I don't want to keep throwing up because it can make her lose weight.
Day makes another reference to Aniya's weight, even though a recent bout of stomach illness would not come close to causing the child's physical state when she was admitted to the hospital.
We kept trying to feed her, and that didn't work. I'm like, I don't want to keep stuffing her because she easily chokes. I was concerned because she wasn't taking her down, so I did it again. I gave her some Tylenol, and my dude gave her some ginger ale. That didn't hold, whatever. So come Saturday or whatever, Aniya threw up again. I'm like, babe, I'm very, very concerned or whatever. So he was like, just let her lay down or whatever. So we let her lay down. He went to the store, he got her some soup.
What day was that?
For Saturday. He had got her some soup.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, maybe she could take the soup down. I'm like, I don't want to keep giving her ginger ale, but he was like, we'll just give her ginger ale. I gave her ginger ale and I gave her some water. And she threw that back up.
Okay. And you're saying my dude, but you're talking about your boyfriend, right?
Boyfriend.
What's your boyfriend's name?
Deontay.
Okay. You can spell it.
Deonteelews.
Okay. All right, so then what happened?
So come Saturday or whatever, he was like, just let her rest, don't bother her. I'm like, I'm very concerned because Aniya has never acted like this pertaining to whatever she ate, whatever. I'm like, it could be allergic actually, but I was notified when she was born she wasn't allergic to nothing.
Okay.
But come Saturday, she was like, Mommy, I got a boo-boo. So I walked her to the bathroom and I sat on the toilet. I'm like, babe, we got to do something. Either we call the paramedics, because I don't know what to take it from this point or whatever. So she sat on the toilet. My dude was making a chicken noodle soup, and I was getting her a little more ginger ale, and I put a little more Tylenol in the ginger ale a little bit. We noticed a boom, and I fell to the floor.
The wounds on Aniya would be the next concern, and Day tries to explain those away by claiming Aniya fell and hit the floor. The main problem with this story is that Aniya wouldn't have hit the ground with enough force to cause that injury. The second problem is that she and Lewis did not get their story straight, and he told the detective that Aniya fell and hit her eye on the tub.
And it left a mark on her eye, and there was a cut on her eye. So I put peroxide on it, and my dude had put some ice on it or whatever. So we took care of that. She was doing a little okay. But he was like, call the paramedics. I'm like, well, baby, just see how far it leaves from here. So we let her go. We let Aniya go to sleep or whatever. It comes Sunday. Me and my dude was asleep or whatever, and he was like, hey, you smell that? I'm like, no. And it was boo-boo, as if she was just moving around the bed or whatever. So I took her out the bed, and I just started wiping the bed down, washed her up. I had to take her hair down because there was boo-boo on the bed, as if she was moving like something was wrong. Washed her up or whatever. She was doing good. When I noticed when she was in the tub, she was just doing some awkward breathing.
When was this?
Sunday. She was doing some awkward breathing, whatever. So I took her out the tub. I'm like, baby, I think we're gonna have to call the paramedics. I don't know what to do. So I noticed she stopped breathing for a minute. I'm like, so I tried to do CPR. I put 2 hands on her, and I did that. And it's like she came back. It's like she was gasping her. She had came back. So I just started putting clothes on her. I'm like, because I was like, Deontay, my dude, I'm like, I don't know what to do at this point. I tried to do CPR. None of that worked. He was like, give her some more ginger ale. I'm like, no, she could probably choke or whatever. So I'm like, just call the paramedics. So as he called the paramedics, I was talking to a young lady or whatever, and she was taking me through the steps that I already did. And she was like, keep doing 15, whatever you call that, over and over. And I kept doing it, and it didn't work. And then I just prolonged this procedure until the ambulance got there, because I didn't know what to do no more. And I already knew it was going to lead to detectives and stuff because of the eye situation.
Okay.
But
You're right that the eye situation is troubling. When are you saying that happened, that she fell out
that
of the
happened
toilet?
Saturday evening.
Saturday evening?
Mm-hmm. Can I have some tissue?
Do you have a cold?
No, this is dryness.
Oh, okay. I got you. Oh, hold on a second. So the you said that she fell.
We heard her. She was on the toilet because we went to go to the kitchen to go get some chicken noodle soup, and I went to go put some Tylenol on her ginger. And we heard a big boom.
What time on Saturday did that happen?
I don't know what it was like. It was in the evening sometime.
Okay. Was it dark out?
No, it don't get dark till like 5. It was around like 4:30. And I took care of that from there. I put peroxide and stuff on it because it started swelling up and getting bigger.
Okay. Yeah, I did see Aniya and I saw the injury, and usually when it's lacerated like that, there'll be quite a bit of blood. The head bleeds a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys do to clean up the blood?
I put peroxide on it, and and she was a little warm too, so I laid a warm rag around her face.
Okay. What did you use to clean up the blood? Because if she hit
I used peroxide and I used a little alcohol. And I just placed like a warm rag on it.
You
and I
used
just held it
alcohol
down.
and what?
on the little square, alcohol and
Oh, you put alcohol on her face?
a little bit.
Ooh, that
I
would
had the
sting.
little.
Did she whine about the stinging?
No, not really.
No.
And I put a little peroxide on it, and a warm rag.
Okay. Who was at Red Lobster with you guys on
It
Thursday?
was me, my dude, and a couple of his family members.
Okay, so give me the list again. Give me first names. It's you, right?
My dude Deontay, and he had like a couple of family members.
Who was there from his family?
I mean, I don't really be around his terms, so I don't know. You can ask him.
According to Lewis, the other people at dinner included his brother, mother, and the grandmother who raised him. He had close relationships with all of them and saw them regularly. Day should be able to give the detectives their first names.
Okay. What Red Lobster did you go to?
The one in Willoughby.
One in Willoughby. Okay. What other restaurants are by it?
I don't remember. I wasn't paying no attention. That was my first time even going to Red Lobster.
Okay. So you've got you and Deontay, and who else is there?
His family members.
Which ones of his family members?
It was
Their names, their first names.
I don't know his family members. I'm not around Deontay's family.
Was his mom there?
No.
Was his brother there?
It was a cousin. He had a cousin. I guess it was her boyfriend and two other people. It was like a quick thing just to get together. Everybody went like Red Lobster.
His cousin, her boyfriend,
And two other people.
and two other people? And who were the other people?
His family members.
Okay. Was his brother, do you know his brother?
Do I know his brother?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
What's his brother's first name?
I don't really know.
You don't know his brother's first name? Was his brother there?
No.
Not there? Do you know the name of his brother's son?
JCS.
Was JC on there that night?
No.
Okay, so when I get video from the Red Lobster, you think it's in Willoughby. I think it might be in a different city, but I think we're talking about the same place. Am I going to see anybody else with your party besides who you named?
Just us.
And who did you go through the list again so I make sure I have it right? It's you, Deontay,
two other people. Me, Deontay, two other people, cousin and a boyfriend.
Okay. Female cousin?
Mm.
What's her name?
I don't know.
You don't know those four people's names?
No. I don't be around Deontay family for real, which is like to get together like real quick. I don't be around people for real.
Were there any other children besides? Wait, you didn't say whether or not Aniya was there.
Aniya was there.
She was there. Okay, you didn't name her in the list. I asked you a couple times. Okay, was Aniya the only child?
No.
What other child was there?
Oh yeah, Aniya was the only child. JC wasn't there.
Okay. Okay. When did you first meet Deontay?
10 years ago.
Okay, and then when did you guys start dating?
We started dating around like July.
How did you guys hook back up after 10 years?
Through my twin brother. I mean, I would see him every now and then, but like through my twin brother.
Did your twin brother set you guys up?
Like to date or whatever?
Yeah.
No, we just started chilling for real.
Okay. All right. And when did he move in with you? Did you live at Harbor Crest when he moved in with you?
Yeah.
When was that?
Around like August. I'm not sure, like, because you just been coming around like August. He just was spending.
So it was, I mean, you had a pretty quick courtship. Like, would you guys just say fell for each other pretty quick?
I mean, I knew Deontay for the longest. We wasn't
Yeah.
kicking it or hanging around, but we was chilling like a little bit. It was basically like a catch-up thing.
Okay. How was he with Aniya?
He's fine.
And then what made you guys move out of Harbor Crest and into Coachella?
Because maintenance was poor.
What was
they-
poor?
Maintenance was poor. Was nothing getting done.
Did you fill out the whole term of your lease then?
I didn't think I had to because I never did it when I was living on 260th.
I'm
What
not
you
sure
mean,
what you
like
just
a
said. Like, did you leave before your lease was up, or did
My lease was up January 27, and I moved out around like January something.
Oh, so you didn't get evicted or anything?
No, I didn't get evicted.
No eviction.
No,
Okay, so you just
because I called her. I called her phone, let her know that I wanted to move because it was poor maintenance.
Okay. All right. Okay. Some of the injuries on Aniya today, I want to ask you questions about. Okay. We already talked about the eye. You explained how you said that happened. She also has a bruise on her head right here and a bump. What is that from?
I mean, she fell straight to the floor.
She fell straight to the floor?
Straight to the floor.
When?
Saturday evening, like I told you, she fell straight to the floor, and that's when I started doing all the nursery stuff on her, peroxide, putting the warm stuff on her face.
Where did she fall to the floor from?
From the toilet. By the bathroom, by the bathtub. And it was a real loud boom because it caught me in my due attention.
Okay. All right. Did you see her fall?
No. The kitchen is right next to the bathroom.
Okay.
She had the boo-boo, so I just let her sit on the toilet. And we just heard the boom from there. Because he was getting her soup and I was getting the ginger ale.
Okay. All right.
And when I heard that... And
that happened when again?
That happened Saturday evening.
When did she first start not seeming well?
Late when we left Red Lobster.
When you left Red Lobster?
She started acting weird. Okay. And I felt like it was probably allergic to actually, but I know Aniya not. To my knowledge, she's not allergic to nothing.
Okay. All right. So that was what night that you were at Red Lobster?
That was Thursday.
Okay. And when you guys came home from Red Lobster on Thursday, what time was that? Was it dark?
Yeah, lightweight. No-ish. Lightweight, no-ish.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Like, it get dark around like 5, like in between.
So what time do you think you went to Red Lobster on Thursday?
I don't remember what time I went. I just know I went to Red Lobster.
And what time do you think you got home?
Around like close to, it was getting towards dark, but it wasn't dark. It was like in between.
Okay, and once you got in the house, who's coming home with you on Thursday night from Red Lobster?
Just me, Deontay, and Aniya.
You, Deontay, and Aniya? Okay. And then you're in the house. When is the next time that you leave the house?
The next time, I don't remember. Oh, he left to go get pull-ups.
When was that?
Friday or Thursday, because she started peeing on herself.
Okay, now you're saying maybe it was Thursday?
I don't remember the exact day. I just noticed my daughter started peeing on herself, and I just told my dude to go get pull-ups.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to waste her clothes or pennies that she put on.
Okay. So at least to go get pull-ups, you think maybe Thursday or maybe Friday. Friday night, do you guys all sleep in the house on Friday night?
Mm-hmm.
What about Thursday night at Red Lobster?
What you mean?
Everyone sleeps in the house? I'm just
Yeah,
trying
stay in the
to
house.
make a timeline of where everyone was at what time.
Yeah.
Okay. So Thursday night, overnight, everyone's in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say everyone, I mean you, Deontay, and Aniya.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Friday night the same?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you leave the house at all? Bless you.
Thank you.
Did you leave the house at all between Thursday night getting home from Red Lobster?
No.
Okay, what about
I stayed in the house.
Saturday?
I stayed in the house. She
Okay.
started, that's when she started acting weird, so it was no point in me going nowhere.
Did you ever leave the apartment Thursday besides Red Lobster?
I mean, I went to go check my mailbox, that's about it.
Okay. What about Friday or Saturday? Did you ever leave the apartment?
Nope, like I said, she was acting weird, so it wasn't no point in me leaving.
What about yesterday, Sunday? Did you leave the apartment at
No.
all? Okay, so you never leave. What time did you guys put Aniya to bed on Saturday night?
We put her to bed as soon as she started doing the same thing. I don't remember at all. I don't remember what time we put her to bed. I don't remember at all.
Okay, you said you put her to bed as soon as she started doing the same thing. What does that mean?
Throwing up. It's not even stay down.
Was it dark out when you put her to bed on Saturday night?
Yeah.
Day won't even attempt to give an exact time for most of the events over the course of several days. She doesn't know where the restaurant is located or what time of day she went, other than it may have been close to sunset. She can't even keep track of when she put her daughter to bed, something which is usually done on a schedule and should be easy to answer. Her evasiveness is troubling.
Okay. How did she do overnight, Saturday night, sleeping?
Well, I ain't even hear nothing new. Everything was cool. She did. Well, she was asleep, so.
What time did you go to bed?
Well, I stayed up and watched TV.
Do you know what time you went to sleep?
No. I go to bed at different certain times.
Okay. And what time did you wake up on Sunday?
Sunday, I woke up to when my dude said, "Do you smell this?" Which was Google. We smelled in the bed.
What time was that?
Around like in the evening. In the evening.
You stayed in bed until the evening on Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
What time
I
do you
don't
think
do
the
too
evening
much.
was?
The detective is skeptical that two adults would sleep until the evening and not check on a sick child they claim to be concerned about.
Say it again.
What time do you think it was in the evening on Sunday?
I don't remember. I was more focused on Aniya and the way she was acting.
Okay. And when you say boo boo, you mean
It was
you mean
watery.
feces,
It
right?
was watery.
Okay, but it's poop or excrement, feces, right? We're not talking about anything else, just because some people's word for boo boo is.
I thought you were trying to say it was like diarrhea or something.
Oh, okay. So you're
'Cause it was
just
watery.
referring to the consistency of the stool, but we are talking about poop, stool, feces.
Mm.
You just call it boo boo.
Mm.
Okay, just want to make sure that we're referring to the same body excretion. Okay, so you think it was evening on Sunday when he said that?
Mm-hmm.
And then what'd you guys do after he said you smell boo boo?
Got up. Noticed, I told you it looked like she was just moving around as if she didn't feel good or whatever. Put her in the tub. I had to take her hair down because she had boo-boo in her hair.
Mm-hmm. What was her hair like before you took it down?
I had pigtails. Ponytails.
How big are her
Ponytails.
ponies?
Like, I had about like 7 in her.
Because they're so like little ones.
Mhm.
She has pretty short hair.
Little. No, it's when you put conditioner, people your hair get curly. I do hair, it get curly. Her hair get real curly.
So her pigtails were longer than what?
No, and that's what anybody hair. That's what my hair too. When you put conditioner in kids' hair, anybody hair, it curls up and looks short. My hair even looks short when I put conditioner in there.
Okay,
I put shampoo in this conditioner. It's called to make your hair get like short, but it's not short.
I got you. I hear what you're saying. Okay. Okay. And then you tried to wash her up after she
No, I did wash her up.
You did wash her up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She was on the bed.
And then what happened after you had to wash her up from the boo-boo on her?
And then I put the filler back on, wipe it down with cocoa butter. Put a little cocoa butter at the top of her forehead.
Mm-hmm. And how long did you, how long after giving her a bath, how long did she seem okay?
I mean, she wasn't acting like her normal self. I know she was still lightweight sick for real.
Mm-hmm.
But she was doing a little bit okay. But she wasn't doing okay. I knew she wasn't okay though.
What made you think she wasn't okay?
Because she wasn't acting like Aniya. Hyper.
Mm-hmm.
Talkative. She's very talkative. She wasn't talkative.
Okay.
She'd just be like, Mommy, I'm sleepy. Mommy, I want to lay down.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I just figured like it was a virus or something. A stomach virus, like the nurse told me it was probably like a stomach virus. Because Aniya's not allergic to something, allergic to nothing.
Okay. Okay, so then she didn't seem to be doing well, wasn't herself, said she was sleepy. She was doing a little bit okay, you knew she wasn't okay. And then how long after that did you notice a change?
She wasn't responding for them.
How long? How long after you gave her a bath?
Only thing she kept saying when she was in the tub, Mommy, I don't want to go to sleep, I want to lay down.
Mm-hmm.
So I just gave her, only thing I knew to give her was ginger ale for real, and Tylenol. Because it's a stomach virus. I thought it was a stomach virus too because she boo-booed. And it was very watery.
Okay, what was she saying to you in that time?
She was just saying, Mommy, I'm sleepy. I want to lay down.
And then after her bath, did you lay her back down?
I think we gave her some more soup and ginger ale.
So did she lay back down after her bath?
She did lay back down, but I'm not for sure what time we laid her back down, but she did lay back down.
Do you know how long after her bath it was?
No.
Can you guess at how long it was?
She wasn't for long.
Day is vague about the timeline and hesitates to go into detail. She is making most of it up as she goes along, and she can't be sure what Lewis is telling them, so she has to leave herself room to change the details if confronted with an inconsistency between their stories. Before we press on, I want to take a moment to say thank you for being here. This video is completely sponsor-free, so if you'd like to support the channel, subscribing is a great way to do so.
Okay. And then you laid her back down after the bath. Then what happened?
She kept acting like she couldn't breathe.
Okay.
So that's when I did the CPR thing.
Okay.
And I kept doing it over and over. And I also did mouth to mouth too. And that didn't help.
Okay. Are you trained in rescue breathing with your early
I
childhood?
took classes and stuff. That's why I prolonged to do CPR on her with 2 hands. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Because she's only 4 years old. She's a kid.
Okay. All right. So you have training in CPR, and you have training in administering CPR to children?
Yeah. Because I'm
Okay.
working at a daycare, yeah.
Okay. And the daycare requires you to have that?
You got to.
When's the last time you had that training?
A couple of months ago.
And where did you get that training?
It was actually at my job. Oh, well, I actually did classes too, but it was one at my job.
And that's the job you talked about at Get Ready, Set, Grow? Okay, so it's March of 2018. Was it this year that you had the CPR training at the daycare?
It wasn't 2018, it was 2017.
Okay. Do you know about when?
Summertime. 'Cause it was hot. Yeah, it was hot outside.
Okay. So summer of 2017, you got trained
Mhm.
at work at Ready, Set, Grow
Mhm.
in the
Actually,
administering
I
CPR to children. Is that
I
right?
actually think, I'm trying to see, I think I did that class twice. Yeah, I think I did it twice.
Okay. Okay. So since you met Deontay,
Mhm.
what have been your guys' plans for your relationship together?
Can you explain that?
Like, are you serious with him?
Yes, I am.
Has he ever asked you about the possibility of marriage?
Mm-hmm.
And
But I just told
what are
him
your
I wanna-
plans?
I mean, I do want to get married, but I want to
Yeah.
make sure it's right from me and my daughter. Because anybody can say they want to marry you.
Yeah.
Because he felt like since we've been together for a minute. I mean, not for a minute, but we knew each other for a long time.
Mhm.
But we just started dating as if we started knowing each other. Basically, that's how I see it. So I want to wait.
So he's already asked you if you'd marry
He
him?
lightweight gave me, if you want to say engagement ring.
He gave you an engagement ring?
That's what, yeah.
How did he react when you told him you're not ready yet?
I mean, he didn't react too nonchalant. He was just like, okay, we give you time. You can't rush into it.
So that's not a deal breaker for him. He's
Um,
willing to wait
mhm.
for you. Okay. All right. How strongly do you feel that he loves you? Pretty fiercely, or what do you
I
think's
think he
going
do.
on there?
I think you do.
Okay.
I'm not a dumb female.
You're not a dumb
Mm-mm.
female. Okay. What kind of experience does he have with past girlfriends? And I'm not trying to bring up anything.
I mean, as far as my knowledge, what he told me, he ain't had a female in it. He's waiting on the right one.
So you're the first.
Basically, yeah.
So
First, as in what he take for real.
yeah. Would you say he's head over heels in love with you?
What you mean?
Maybe that's not a term that your age uses anymore. Like, did he fall hard for you?
Yes, he did.
Okay. And how do you feel that you fell as hard for him?
Yeah.
You
I
did?
feel like I can trust him.
You feel like you can trust him? Okay.
I don't feel like I felt with a nice father.
Okay. And when he asked you he got you the engagement ring,
It was on Christmas.
did he get down on one knee?
Deontay's very shy.
Okay.
So it was like in a Christmas bag, basically.
Okay.
And he just led me to the Christmas tree, basically. Because to my knowledge, he tried to make it seem like it wasn't nothing for me for Christmas. It
Oh,
was just stuff for me and Aniya under the Christmas tree.
this is this Christmas that just passed, Christmas of
Mhm.
2017? Okay. And then when he led you to the bag and you saw that it was a ring,
Because
What
he
happened
was
then?
just basically saying to me, I'm sorry, I couldn't do this. I can't get you nothing.
Mhm.
I can't get you nothing, whatever. Because I just brought me an Aniya stuff and him stuff on the tree. And I'm like, I know he brought me, so I know he's going to give me something. He kept saying he couldn't give me nothing. So when me and Aniya opened our stuff and I let him open his stuff, he's like, I'm sorry, I couldn't get you nothing. So I went in another room. I'm looking like, man, this is crazy. And when I came back, it was a gift under it. It was a big bag, but it was something little.
Okay.
And it was a necklace. It was a necklace too, and it was a ring. He put the ring on top.
Okay. All right. And then when you opened it and saw that it was a ring, did he say something?
He said that's the start.
What did
Like
that mean to you?
getting engaged, basically.
Okay. And did he then ask you, "Will you marry me?"
He'd been asked that before he gave me the ring.
Oh, he's been
Mhm.
asking you that. And then on Christmas of 2017, when he presents you with this, what you say is an engagement ring,
Mhm.
do you gently let him down? Do you tell him, "Hey, we're not ready yet"? How do you do
I mean, I
that?
didn't let him down. I would have ring to make him happy. I
Mhm.
just said we're just gonna give it time because I want to make sure you're the man for my daughter because,
Mhm.
fortunately, her father wasn't the one. And I want you to be not a stepfather. I want you to be a father towards my child.
All right. Yeah, I mean, delve too much into your personal relationship with him, but I just wanted to understand what the dynamic is between the two of you. Does Aniya call him Deontay or Dad, or what does she call him?
She called him daddy once.
She called him Daddy once.
Yeah, she called him noodles.
What does she call him?
Noodles.
Noodles?
It's just a name just to call him.
Noodles. Does she like eat noodles or something? Or?
Yeah. We all have band names.
Okay.
Yeah, what names?
Band names. Nicknames in the band.
Oh, okay. Are you actually in a band, or?
I used to be in Shaw High School marching band.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's where you guys get your names from
And
way back in
chemistry,
your marching
mhm.
band. Okay. So he's just coming back into your life in June of 2017, is that right?
Basically.
Okay. So let's talk about some history with you and Aniya years before Deontay's even in the picture. Particularly an investigation that I'm familiar with is one from May of 2017. So that one is just before him. But then that opened up our eyes at the Euclid Police Department to a lot of other indications. What can you tell me about that report from May of 2017?
Wait, what you mean?
The one that involved Children and Family Services?
The previous daycare that Aniya attended noticed many injuries that made workers suspect she was being harmed. Aniya also told them that her mother was hurting her.
From May 17th?
Yeah, no, from May of 2017. Like what day in May? I'm not sure. I could get it out.
Like basically like recently?
Yeah, so this right now it's March 2018. So we're talking about 10 months ago. There was an investigation involving Children and Family Services.
Yes, it was from Aniya's daycare.
Okay, can you explain to me what that was about?
A scratch on her head.
How did it go when Children and Family Services followed up with you about that?
Well, first thing they do is go to your home, make sure you got food, make sure your daughter got clothes and shoes, and make sure her home is clean. They talked to me. They was like, you don't look like an abusive mother. I'm like, I'm not. Kids get scratches, scars anywhere. People blow it out of proportion.
Sure.
And they was concerned, but the scratch wasn't that to be all, oh my God. I mean, it's a daycare, so I guess they took it out of proportion or whatever. But when they called, she came up to my house. She was like, you have a lovely home. Aniya seems happy. You got food. She checked to see if she had a bed, shoes, and clothes. And she didn't find nothing, basically.
And where did you live then?
Harbor Crest.
Did they have you do any case plan or anything?
What you mean? Case plan.
A case plan is like where they, have suggestions they want you to follow.
I'm still not sure what you mean, suggestion.
Did they suggest that you change the way you do anything with
No.
her? Okay. Right.
The checks performed by Child Services were handled poorly, which was later admitted by the agency.
How long had Aniya been going to the daycare there? This was, what daycare had reported this?
Harbor Crest.
Harbor Crest. And how long had she been at that daycare?
Aniya been at that daycare. She was going to my daycare. We had to give her the infants, so I could transfer her over. Aniya was in there about 2-3 years, and I wasn't liking stuff there, so I transferred her back to my daycare when she got older.
Okay, so when you think for 2 years, do you think she was?
I want to say 2 years. I'm not for sure because she was at my daycare for a couple of months. Then we had to give her the infants.
I don't know what that means.
We had to give her the infants because we was in the basement.
Oh, you mean they stopped caring for infants at
Yeah,
Ready, Set,
basically.
Grow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then at what point did she go back? You said why did you switch her back?
Because I felt like her daycare wasn't on point with their jobs. They ran through like 20 teachers. I found out one of the teachers was caught smoking. And I believe one of the teachers was caught rolling a blunt inside of the daycare. Aniya had 2 bruises on her eye that I wasn't aware of. So lightweight blew up at the daycare.
What happened?
I lightweight blew up at the daycare because the mark was bad. To my knowledge, as a mother, it was bad.
There were no such reported problems at the daycare. Day removed Aniya immediately after the daycare made complaints to Child Services.
When I went up to the daycare,
When was that?
I don't remember.
Okay,
But
I
they told me
have
she-
documentation of a bunch of different dates, so I'm just trying to figure out which one you're talking about.
Because I was concerned about her being there because it seemed like so many careless teachers there, basically.
Okay. So after this May of 2017, this report where Children and Family Services got brought in and our department did an investigation. Did she ever go back to Harbor Crest Daycare after that?
So, yeah, she
Did
did.
Aniya go back there? Okay. Do you remember when you switched her from Harbor Crest to
I
RSG?
switched her from Harbor Crest. I switched Aniya from Harbor Crest when I started hearing other stuff. I heard that the teacher was hitting on the kids. I heard the teachers wasn't. I've been hearing this stuff before, but I couldn't find a daycare for Aniya.
So she went back to Harbor Crest after May, after that investigation. It's.
And then I remember I transferred her, I want to say about like a month or two.
A month or two
I don't remember. It could have been a month or it could have been 2 months.
after that May incident? Okay.
But I believe she stayed there for a minute though.
What is your relationship like with Aniya's father?
Horrible. He put his hands on me, so I filed a restraining order.
Day began making these claims after her ex started asking questions about marks on Aniya and attempted to gain custody. Day stopped allowing him to have visitation.
Is there a police report of this incident that you?
It should have been here. I dropped one off at Euclid. I had one at my daycare.
No, not the order. I mean, of the. You're saying that he put his hands on you. Where did that happen?
Mike came up to my job to get ready to grow. And I felt like he was stalking me. I got documentations because I showed the courts. Him calling me out my name.
Okay.
Him threatening me.
Okay.
He came up to my job unknown. Co-workers had to contact my phone like you might want to watch out. Michael has damaged my apartment on 260th to the point I couldn't get my deposit back. He put his hands on me several times.
Did you make a police report in Euclid when he came to your job?
260th, the cops came out and.
No, I'm asking about. You're saying when did he put his hands on you?
He came to my job. He threatened to put his hands on me.
Oh, he did not put his hands on you.
He threatened.
He threatened. Okay, is that what you got the order based on?
Yeah, and he was stalking me. And when he came to my daycare, he woke all of my daycare kids up, and he put his feet in the middle of the door, and he put his hands on the door. And I asked him, "Can he leave?" And he told me, "No, I want my daughter or whatever. I don't get to see my son, so I want to see my daughter." And I'm like, "Mike, I don't keep an eye away from you. I'm at work. I will drop her off." And he was looking like, "Well, BIT said you want to see my daughter. I'm in daycare. I'm in the work area," so I didn't say nothing to Michael. And as I went to go get my phone, I said I was going to call the cops. He was like, "I am a whole security guard. I'm not scared. I'm not afraid of the cops."
Okay. So, did you call us that day? Did you end up calling us to make a report of that incident?
I think because I've been went down for the restraining order for Mike.
Okay, so when you went down for the restraining order, what did you base what you wanted the order off of?
I felt like I was being harassed. I told him I was afraid of my baby daddy because he
didn't ask for a report about the time you went to your job.
A report?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if they asked you for a police report documenting the time when he came to your job.
They told me I should have had a police report. I didn't want to do
so
that.
You did not make a police report at that time. Okay, so I'm not the first one asking if there was a police report about that. Okay, all right. Do you remember what month that was?
The one they sent the court papers out?
No, when he came to your job.
They sent the court papers out in November. It was before November.
Okay.
And I only did the restraining order because I was afraid what he might do. And I also placed the restraining order on Michael Aniya-Day-Garrett because every time I did it, that's his name.
Right, but okay.
I said I gave you his own name.
Yeah.
I also placed the restraining order on because every time I gave him Aniya, she wasn't with him. She was in somebody else's care. Michael used to work downtown. And when I did go downtown, I would text Michael. I would text Michael and I'd be like, "So how's Aniya doing?" "Oh, she good, we watching TV." And Aniya wasn't in his care.
Okay.
And every time I did give Aniya to Michael, he never brought her clothes back. He never brought her shoes. He always took her hair down. And he was like, I'm her daddy, I can do what I want. I'm like, well, Michael, I feel like I ain't got no control of him because I didn't like the fact that I wasn't getting her clothes. I don't have nothing in her back, nothing.
Oh, okay.
He was very controlling in my relationship. That's why when I called the cops on 260th, they was like, ma'am, you need to place a restraining order on him because he's very controlling and he's very abusive. When they saw the damage to my apartment, they was like, yeah, he's very abusive, you need a restraining order. I didn't replace a restraining order because I was so in love with Michael.
When you said you lived on 260th, where did you live then when you called us?
What you mean when I called you?
You keep saying that the police came and saw that there was damage to your apartment?
On 260th.
Right, but when was that?
Moved in Harbor Press, January 27th of. It was 2 years from now. It was 2 years from, I stayed in Harbor Press for 2 years. It was, I'm trying to get my dates right. Because my lease was up. You see what I'm trying to do? I lived in Harbor Press for 2 years. And I was on 260 for 2 years. I can't give you the exact date when I called the cops.
No police reports were made, and no evidence or witnesses to support Day's story were found.
I printed out everything that we had with you involving the police. I don't have anything from an address on 260th. Are you sure that the Euclid police came?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they came. Because I was outside.
Pretty sure the police
I'm
came?
positive that's it. Because I was outside when they came because I was afraid of them.
You were afraid of who?
Michael.
Okay. All right. I see it. You lived at what apartments then?
Canoe, K-N-U-T-H.
You lived at Canute then?
Apartment 3005. 44132.
3005?
Mm-hmm.
Did you live on Canute?
Mm-hmm. K-N-U-T-H.
Right.
44132.
Did he live with you then, Michael?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the outcome of that call? When you called the
Because he
police?
put his hands on me and he choked me, slapped me to the floor.
What was the outcome? Was anybody arrested?
No, they gave me an option. They was like, if you could they made him leave my apartment. And they
Okay.
was, I don't know if the cops was right. Well, I don't know what he was right now, but he was like, Miss, you need to place a restraining order him because he seemed very aggressive. And Michael was known for a smart mouth. He was basically mouthing off the cop.
Okay. But the police did not arrest Michael that day.
They just told him to leave the premises where they was going to arrest
Was
him.
Aniya there that day?
Yes.
This was since she was born. How old was Aniya at the time?
Two.
Okay.
No. 1.5.
Okay. All right. So, do you understand why I'm asking you all these questions about... Do you understand why I'm asking you all these questions?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think I'm asking you all these questions?
Just to get information. I mean, some of the questions, it was...
Right. I definitely am trying to understand... What I'm trying to understand is what's been going on with Aniya.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Well, why do you think I'm concerned about what's going on with Aniya?
Because of the bruise on the eye.
The bruise on her eye, what else?
And the thing right here on her. And why
Right.
696 years, I guess.
Well, she's got other marks on her too. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The scar on her leg.
Right, she got a couple of marks on her leg. What are those from?
And I felt like she broke out from Johnson Johnson because I never used it on her.
Lewis used the same excuse for the scald marks on Aniya's legs, but they were not consistent with any reaction she may have had to the body wash.
She had run out her baby wash. I just thought that was her skin reaction or something.
Okay. What kind of Johnson's wash is that?
I don't know, it was in a pink bottle. From Walmart.
Okay, so Johnson & Johnson body wash.
And I don't use that on her.
And what?
I don't use it on her. That was the first time because I ran out of her.
How many
body
times
wash.
did you use it on her?
I used it about 2 or 3 times.
Just 2 or 3 times. And is it the all over body face hair wash?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's 3 in 1.
Okay. And why do you think that the marks are only on her legs and not on her entire body since you used the wash on her whole body?
Because her legs is only in the tub.
Because her what?
Her half of her body was only in the tub because I noticed it came on her leg. My dude asked the same question: why did it get to her body, to her upper part?
Yeah.
But she's not. Bathtub is not going to be full because I don't want to drown.
What? But you're using it on her skin. You're bathing her whole body, right?
No, she was soaking in the tub.
Soaking in the tub. Okay. Were you washing her with this
No,
wash?
mm-mm.
I apologize.
I feel my hand a little bit more.
Oh yeah, let me just sure. So keep out a few things. Rather
When did you?
Or just water?
You know what? I can't do coffee.
Just black or
Sugar and cream.
sugar and cream?
Mm. Yeah.
Okay.
When did you first notice the marks on her leg?
When I started using the Johnson
When was that?
last week, that's when I ran out, and I thought she just had a allergic reaction to her body or whatever. I also heard about Johnson before, and I heard it break kids. I also saw it on Facebook, but I didn't think it was really that serious.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I thought it was weird too, because it didn't hit the whole body; it just hit the legs.
Okay. All right. So just to go. Bless you. Okay. I kind of just want to review what we've just talked about. Okay. So you started by telling me that you guys went to Red Lobster. What night was that?
Thursday,
What did Aniya eat?
she had like some pasta spaghetti. She had shrimps, and she had some other stuff.
She had what?
She had it was like pasta spaghetti. She had shrimp.
Okay. And then what happened after Red Lobster?
Went home.
What happened on Thursday night?
We went home from Red Lobster.
Okay. And then how was Aniya on Thursday night?
She was doing good, so we started giving her snacks, and then she threw up. That's when I called the nurse.
Okay. And what number did you call for the nurse?
I just Googled any nurse hotline if I can.
Okay. And did they identify what medical agency they're with when they answered the phone?
No.
And when did you make that call?
Thursday. Is that right?
It's to me if it's too sweet. I put a little sugar in there. Not right.
Okay. Did the nurse, was it a female nurse or a male nurse that answered
It was
the
a
phone?
female nurse.
Day called a nurse because it would document that she tried to get medical help for Aniya without having a doctor see Aniya's critical state. Over the phone, the symptoms Day gave would have sounded like a common stomach bug.
Is it the nurse that is representative of the medical facility where she gets her treatment?
I just Googled nurse. I don't even remember. I just
Okay.
Googled nurse. That's what I did.
I just know from, I have 4 kids, so I've had to call the nurse hotline. Generally, the nurse hotline won't give you advice on treating your child unless your child is the patient of that facility that
I mean, I called the
represents.
nurse. I called the nurse before for me, a couple of times when I was concerned about myself.
Yeah.
They gave me options or whatever.
Okay. And
Because I mean, even
is
when
it a number associated with a medical facility that you already seek treatment with, or?
I really don't know because I just went to Google. That's all I did. I just went to Google and it led you to a number.
And what did they tell you to do with Aniya?
They just basically said it could be a stomach virus. That's why I did the procedure to go along with ginger ale.
Okay. You know, did you use your phone to call? Did your son call? Okay. So you wouldn't mind if we looked on the phone just to confirm that you called the nurse on call?
You can, but I don't keep nothing in my phone. I delete everything. I always been like that. I don't keep nothing in my phone.
Okay.
Deleting everything seems suspicious, but it is information that is easily recovered.
So if there's nothing there, do you want to sign the form saying that we can look in it? I mean, how do you
You
feel
can.
about that? Okay. All these questions. Okay. Well, why do you think I'm asking you all these questions?
Like I said you're concerned about that and the 696 kids. That's all I.
Okay. I was just thinking that maybe my saying that would prompt you to ask me a different question. You haven't asked about Aniya since we've been in here. Is there a reason
I would,
why?
but I did. You like cut me off because I was about to ask you how was she doing.
Okay.
You kept talking.
Okay. I just thought that you would ask me, like, well, why are you asking
And I
that?
was trying to
How's
ask
she
you down the
doing?
hallway too.
I'm gonna go over some photos from the apartment, okay? You're stating that she got that bruise on her eye. How?
She fell from the toilet. And she had to hit the tub because it was right there.
And she had to hit the tub.
That's the only thing that was right there.
Do you know which eye is bruised?
It's the left one, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, it's the left one.
Okay. I'm getting a picture from this apartment. Okay. So what am I looking at here?
Tissue, paper towels.
What room in the house is this?
This is the bathroom.
This is the bathroom. Okay.
Bathroom.
Okay. What are these pictures over here?
Kitchen, 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 and kitchen.
Okay, so it would be fair to say that everything in this first column is all bathroom. Okay, I'm gonna just draw a line up here. Okay. Put a B on this side for bathroom and a K on this side for kitchen. Does that make sense to you? Is that appropriate? Okay. All right. And this is a picture of underneath your bathroom cabinet. Okay. What's this here on the picture?
That's the toilet.
Okay. And where's the tub?
Tub was on the side.
Okay. All right. So if you're looking at the toilet, the tub's on the left. Let me see if I have a picture including the tub. You're a very good housekeeper.
So if you're looking at the toilet straight on, the tub is to the left,
Toilet right here. The toilet right there, and the tub is right there.
to the right. So if you were sitting on the toilet, it would be
So here's
right.
pictures.
Okay.
These are better pictures. This is what I was looking for. So these pictures here show more wholly what I'm talking about. Where here you can see toilet tub, toilet tub, toilet tub. Okay, so if you and I are facing the same direction and we're sitting on the toilet, right? Where's the tub?
Tub is right here.
It's on our right. Okay. So if we fall off the toilet,
We found Aniya this way, so she fell like that way because she was faced this way.
but you said you were in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you know?
When we walked there, she was face down this way. Is what I just said.
Day's story does not make sense for a variety of reasons. Supposedly, Aniya couldn't sit up to bathe herself and required the help of Day and Lewis, yet they allowed her to use the bathroom by herself while they both went to another room. Secondly, Aniya would have been too short to have fallen with enough force to cause that level of injury.
Okay, so her left eye is bruised.
The bone caught our attention.
Okay.
And when we found her, she was laying towards this way. Her left eye had to hit the tub.
Okay, that doesn't make sense because you have this real small area here where there's not room for somebody to be spinning and moving around. If you fall, you're only going to hit your right side on the tub. No one's going to fall and hit
I
their
understand what you're
opposite
saying
side.
because it caught me and Deontay attention too, but that's the way Aniya was laying. We wasn't in her seat. That's the way she was laying on the floor though. So it was the left eye, and to my knowledge, she had to hit the tub because that was the only thing that was bruised. Was right there.
Do you understand why I have a question about that?
Yeah, no.
Okay. It's not, just like I explained, if the child is sitting here having a bowel movement, like you said,
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. She's presenting with an injury to her left side. Okay, you've got a narrow spot here. The
Right,
tub is right
my
here.
toilet is right here. My toilet is right here. My toilet is right there.
Right.
But me and Deontay found her like this though, as if you can be a daisy person. You could just fall like that too. She could have felt like that and just.
The angle would have been impossible for Aniya to fall, as Day suggests. It is a weak explanation that obviously only serves to cover up what really happened. It is as believable as saying Aniya ran into a door.
All our bells to hit herself too.
I don't think she could have fell like that, and the medical professionals are telling us that it's not a viable possibility. Okay, they're the ones that are the experts. Okay, so the injury is not caused from that fall off the
That's what a
toilet.
lot of people say. Injury. It's weird. Injury wouldn't be caused from this. A lot of stuff is shocking too, because a lot of stuff that's happened with kids on my deck, I'm like, whoa, wow, and it was weird.
Okay. All right.
I understand what you're saying too, but
Right. Well, that's not the only thing that concerns me. Okay. That how much does Aniya weigh right now?
Aniya weighs about, I don't remember.
When's the last time you had her at a well check?
She went for a WIC appointment not too long ago.
Did they weigh her?
Yeah. She's 4 years old. They told her she would need to come back to 5 o'clock. I mean, it's 5. We'll say she's 5.
Did they weigh her at that appointment?
Mm-hmm.
When was that?
A couple of months ago.
How much did she weigh?
I don't remember.
How much do you think she weighs now?
I don't know.
Aniya only weighed 26 pounds, roughly half of what she should have weighed.
Okay. So here's the other concern I have, and this is based on my investigative experience in having consulted with medical professionals. Okay. She's very light right now. I'm looking at her and estimating she weighs 20 pounds. Do you think that's about right?
Aniya was throwing up a lot too, and throwing up a lot too can cause you to lose weight. Aniya wasn't a fat child at all.
Okay.
At all. She was like a decent size. She ate a lot, but she was a decent size. Some people was lactose tolerant, whatever. They eat a lot and they don't gain weight. Dealt with kids like that before, ate a lot and was bonier, like skinnier than her.
All right. So getting back to what I was talking about, I would estimate her to be about 20 pounds right now. She's not more than 30 pounds. I can tell that by looking at her. I didn't pick her up or actually weigh her, but this is I have 4 kids, so I'm just going on my experience. Okay. A child like that who's feeling woozy and not so well, you said, falls off the toilet. There's very little force for the head to make impact, even with the floor. She's not that tall, so she's not that far away from the floor. So the injury to the eye is completely inconsistent with this.
I mean, I
fall off the
understand
toilet.
what you're saying, but we heard a boom and that boom because that's on her being laid.
In order for her to get that injury to her eye, I mean, she would have been dropped from the 2nd floor. Okay, which, I mean, but you're saying she fell off the...
I mean, I understand what you're saying because I deal with kids a lot and a lot of stuff that happened and they be like, wow, how did that happen too?
Okay. This is different though, because we have experts who can determine that the injury to the eye did not happen the way that you're saying it did. Okay.
It did because I had her.
It didn't happen that way.
I mean, she was on Aniya was on the toilet, and when we heard the boom, she was on the floor, and then we saw the cut, and her eye looked like it was swollen up.
Okay, so that injury to her eye, it had to have bled a lot.
She hit her head very hard.
Right.
Very hard.
Yeah, so it would bleed a lot.
It was bleeding. It wasn't that much, but it was a lot. It wasn't that much.
What did you use to clean up the blood?
I used peroxide, and I used a little bit of alcohol.
Okay, what did you use to clean the blood off the apartment? Where did the blood go?
It was on the tub. It was a little bit on the tub.
A little bit on the tub?
Mm-hmm. And a little bit on the floor.
And a little bit on the floor. When you
And
say
I
a
used
little
staples
bit, like
Because it wasn't that much blood coming out at all.
how many teaspoons of blood?
Like I used about like 4 big paper towels, wet paper towels.
Okay.
An injury requiring 4 full-sized paper towels is a large amount for anyone. For a toddler, it is alarming.
Okay.
It wasn't a lot of blood.
Was there this much blood?
No,
Was there this much blood?
no,
There was not even that much blood.
no. It was like a little like this.
Like if it was in that cup, it would only fill it.
It wouldn't be as wide as this cup. It wasn't that much blood coming out. Because if it was that was the case, I would have had to put like something to attach it so it could stop. The blood eventually stopped. I ain't had to use no band-aids, no nothing. I know peroxide heals marks.
Okay. All right. And this her bed here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how long has she been wetting the bed?
She wetted Thursday twice, and she did it Friday. She asked to go to the bath. What day was that? She asked to go to the bathroom. What was that? She asked to go to the bathroom Saturday.
Okay. When was she first toilet trained?
And she was 2. Yeah, when she was 2.
When was the last time you had her at daycare?
About like 2 weeks ago. 2.5 weeks ago.
Which daycare did you have her at?
Get ready, Sarah.
2.5 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
And how did she get to daycare?
Walked across the street.
I mean, not by herself, she's 4.
Oh, maybe we walked.
Oh, you went with her?
It was right across the street.
Okay, was that a day that you were working?
She goes to my daycare.
Okay,
Well, she was going to my daycare.
okay. And that was at Ready, Set, Grow?
Get ready, Sarah.
Okay, it's like March 12th now. Do you think it was in March or in February?
February.
Okay. And how often was she going up to that
Every day.
point? She was going every day?
Because I had to work every day.
You had to work every day?
Mhm,
How many?
Monday through Friday.
Okay, you were working Monday through Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, the daycare is required by the state to keep records of who's there on what days, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So the records from the state will show that Aniya was there?
Mm-hmm. You gotta do a swipe in and swipe out.
Okay, and who works at the daycare with you?
2 other teachers and me,
Okay, what are the other teachers' names?
Chantel and Sakia.
How do you spell Chantel?
CHANTLE.
T-L-E?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Chantel, C-H-A.
Chantel. CHANTLE.
Okay, what's her last name?
I don't remember.
And the other teacher?
Sakia.
How do you spell that?
SAKEYA.
Okay. Do you know Sakaya's last name?
No.
Sakia. Okay. And who is the operator of the daycare?
Iron.
Ira?
Iran.
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 I-R-A-N. Is it a male?
Yes.
Do you know his last name?
DOS.
How do you spell it?
DOS.
Do you know where he lives?
No.
How much contact do you have with Iran?
Not for real. You don't be there for real.
Okay. Okay. How old is Chantal?
About 30.
How old is Sakia?
19.
Okay. Do they have training in early childhood education? Do you know where they got their training?
I mean, they did one of the trainings with me. I don't know where else they got the other training from.
They did one of their. What do you mean? One of
Like we did one CPR class.
Oh,
together,
okay.
And whatever they did was before.
All right.
Hey, Jen, what was Sarah, what was the day that you went for the well check? Do you remember when her last well check was?
What you mean, what check?
Did you say that you took her to the
I mean, well, based
pediatrician
off her,
pediatrician? You said she went
pediatrician said last time I took her, well, she up to date with her shot workers or whatever. I don't need to bring her back until she's 5.
and when was that?
Her last couple of months ago. Because when she was born, she was getting seen back to back. And they said when a child get older, they don't need to be seen all like that for real.
Right.
Who is her pediatrician? What's her
I don't know.
name?
It's a he, but I don't know his name.
Where does he see patients?
Day can't even recall the name of her daughter's doctor, even though she had supposedly seen him recently.
Euclid.
And we have a lot of pediatric care facilities in Euclid. Which one is it?
The one up the street.
You got to do a little better. Just
Well,
we do have
Euclid
several.
Hospital?
Is it at Euclid Hospital? Yeah. Okay. And is it like behind the Euclid Hospital?
Yep. Yep, it's right behind.
Okay. And do you remember the doctor's name, the pediatrician?
No, I just know it's the male.
How long has he been her pediatrician?
For 2 years. Yeah, 2 years.
Who was her pediatrician?
Because I was taking
before
her.
that?
I was taking her on Broadway, Cleveland Clinic. Cleveland Clinic. In the Little Plaza.
Okay, on Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think that's 55th, if I'm not mistaken.
And who was her pediatrician at the Broadway CCF?
Dr. Lionsdale was her doctor.
How do you spell that?
No. It was a lady. Cynthia, I want to say. Cynthia.
Cynthia? Do you know Cynthia's last name?
No.
Is Cynthia a medical doctor?
She was a, what you call it, DYOBN, something like that?
I'm not sure.
Doctor that do the checkup like for when the baby's born or before the baby's born. I thought I said it right. No, I thought I said it right.
You got
a DYOBN.
OBGYN.
Oh, an obstetrician gynecologist? So that's not a pediatrician.
Well, that's what she was being seen by.
And by a female named Cynthia, who's
I'm trying
an OBGYN.
I'm not sure. I just know her name started with S.
Okay. All right.
Day has very little information about Aniya's doctors, and it is doubtful she was being seen regularly at all.
So, everything you told me, go ahead.
Will I be able to go to the hospital to see her?
Well, the problem is everything you're telling me is nothing is consistent with the way that Aniya is presented, okay? The way that she appears, the injuries she suffered, nothing that you're saying is making any sense.
How come it's not?
I don't know why.
I mean, that's why I brought her to you. That's why I brought her to the hospital, because I thought she was acting weird.
When did you bring her to the hospital?
Today, they took her.
Okay, you mean you called?
When I called.
Well, Deontay called 911. Right. Okay.
It could have been some day that you told me that I didn't know.
What can you tell us about when you called 911? What exactly were you guys doing? What were you doing?
I was doing CPR, and he was looking at me do CPR.
And where was?
On the floor.
She
told me to lay on the floor on her back.
Okay. And what was she wearing?
Who?
Aniya.
Jeans and a pink shirt, and I believe some orange socks, and a pink jacket, and like a.
She was wearing a pink. She was wearing a pink jacket.
It's a pink jacket, and it's like a peach hat.
Okay.
And what color pants?
Blue jean. Shirt is pink, and it got like some type of words on it.
Were you able to see where you were putting your hands during CPR with the shirt on?
Like in the chest part. I pulled her shirt up.
You pulled her shirt up? Mm-hmm. Like, you pulled her shirt up to expose her chest?
So I can see what I was doing, yeah.
Okay.
Because she told me not to put too much pressure on it. And I pulled her shirt up because the lady told me to see if she was breathing.
Okay, the dispatcher asked you to do that? Okay. Okay. What were your thoughts when you were giving her were you giving her CPR or just chest compressions?
I was doing this. I took the head up. I was doing based on what I did in my training class. When somebody's not breathing, tilt the head up. You test to see if they're breathing on the side. And I noticed she wasn't breathing on the side.
Okay.
Pinched her nose a little bit. Blew through her mouth about 4 times.
Okay.
That didn't help, so I did about 15 compressions, whatever you call that.
Okay.
I did that 15 times, then I did it again 50 times. And she told me to keep going until they got there. And I kept doing it, and I kept getting something like that out of her.
And was the CPR that you just described, was it done on the phone with the dispatcher?
Yeah, I was on the phone with her. I was doing it before I was on the phone with her, and when she was like, "Well, I'm about to take you through the steps," and the steps she was taking to, I told her I was doing it when she told me to do it again.
Okay.
But she told me to keep doing it till they got there to see if I can get a response out of her.
Okay. Keep
And
doing
she
it
told
till who got there?
The ambulance got there.
Okay. All right. And what did the paramedics say when they came in?
They rushed and they had got her, and then that's when I started putting my.
How did they get in the apartment?
I believe my boyfriend had to go downstairs and let him in because my lease office is closed.
I mean, how did they get into apartment?
My apartment.
What number do you live in?
213.
Yeah, how they get into
Beyonce
213?
he opened the door.
Okay, you had to go.
Because there was Bama out, yeah.
Yeah. What? How come you guys didn't have the door open and waiting for the medics?
Have it open? Because we thought they could get downstairs.
You were trying to say that again.
You were asking me why the door wasn't open.
Yeah, why was the apartment locked?
That wasn't our main concern. We was focused on the night then. So I wasn't focused about the door.
You said something about going downstairs. What did you mean by that?
Because I'm on the second floor.
Right.
It's 2 doors. It's my door and it's the door downstairs.
Yes.
You asked me who let them in. I said Deontay had to go downstairs to let them in.
Did Deontay go downstairs to let them in?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah.
You just told me that.
No.
Deontay opened the
I don't even know how they
door.
got in. I don't even know how they got in.
Okay.
I was confused. I don't even know how they got in because my lease office normally ambulance or the police have to go to the lease office to let them in. Deontay let them through the 213, which is my apartment door. I don't know who let them in.
Okay.
But when we was on the phone, she did say to let them in from downstairs because you had to buzz in to get in.
Right.
But they was already knocking at the door. Deontay let them in.
Okay.
I had that confused. Yeah, Deontay let them in.
Okay.
Did you cover the leg?
Yeah, we talked about the leg.
Okay.
Yeah. I told her my main concern with that is just why it's localized to only the legs.
I mean, that was my main concern too because we didn't get to the upper body, but the water was just on her waist side.
If the body wash had caused the wounds, Day would have made sure Aniya was seen by a doctor and, at the very least, would have stopped using the product.
The water's up to where?
On her waist side.
So if she's sitting in your tub, that.
And it's the lower part.
Okay, then why?
I just thought this was.
Why aren't all her legs?
That was me and my dude main concern. I said, why was it just from the waist side? I just thought sometimes you can wash up and just get on certain parts of your body. Because I done broke out and it just got on certain parts of my body.
Okay.
And I just thought maybe she got an allergic reaction from the Johnson Johnson because I never used that. She ran out of hers, so I just used that.
Okay, sure. How long has she appeared like this? Do you see how she appears in this photo here?
What you mean, like the way she's sitting?
Well, what do you see like right here?
She's turned over.
Well, I'm pointing at her knee. What do you see about her? What do you notice about her knees? Her shoulders. What do you think I'm pointing out?
I don't see that. Sorry.
Well, her bones are protruding.
What you mean?
Okay, so not to be weird or anything, but if the rest of us were in here in only underwear like she is, our bones wouldn't stick out like this, okay? We have fat and other tissue on top of our bones, okay? This child is extremely thin, okay?
I mean, Aniya was never fat.
Sure.
At all.
Right.
She was throwing up a lie, and I thought that consisted of that too.
Okay. When did she start appearing this thin?
Aniya's. I already didn't know no change of my daughter's body for real, but she was normal to me. She was eating well.
Okay. What you're telling me, this is what we're looking at, okay? Mm-hmm. Remember, I have 4 children, okay?
I understand.
I have a daughter your age.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so I know what healthy children should look like at all ages. You're saying she was at her well check. She got a weight check. Mm-hmm. You don't want to tell me how much she weighed then.
I don't remember how much she weighed.
Okay, how much do you think she weighs right here today in this picture?
About 30-something.
You think she weighs about 30-something?
No, about 40-something. She looked normal to me.
30 or 40-something?
Yeah.
I don't think she weighs that much. I think she looks like she weighs about 20 pounds, which is way, way under normal weight for a 4-year-old. Okay, especially someone her height. Do you think that this looks okay? These bones sticking out?
I really didn't.
Both Day and Lewis claimed that they did not notice anything wrong with Aniya's weight. Lewis had young relatives, and Day worked in a daycare. Both were well aware of what a healthy child should look like.
Noticed that for real.
When did she start looking like this?
Like I said, Aniya always been like a normal size. She eats a lot.
Okay, this isn't a normal size. This is a very, very thin child, dangerously thin. If you had taken her to see a doctor and they saw her like this, they wouldn't release her. When's the last time you took her to a doctor?
I took her to Euclid Hospital a couple of months ago, and they told me to come back when she turns 5. And
did you have an appointment at that time?
Yeah, it was an appointment.
And did you stay for the appointment and go through the motions of the appointment?
Like the medical.
Because you're telling me that they told you to come back in a year. Did they refuse to examine her that day?
No, they examined her. What the lady told me was, it's no point of her coming back. Because I asked, when is the next checkup? Women's Day, you don't need to come back until she's 5.
Okay.
Because Aniya was going back to back.
Did they weigh her that day when you took her there
her
a couple months ago? What did they say to you about her weight at that time?
Aniya was normal.
Okay. So I'll be able to get records of that appointment, and we'll compare that weight that she is. Mm-hmm. You're saying a couple months ago. It's March. Are we talking in 2018?
I said a couple months ago.
Okay. What month do you think it was?
I'm not for sure.
Well, that is when it's cold outside, you know it at that building because it's right on the lake. Were you going there in wintertime, or were you going there in summertime and it's warm?
I went in the summer.
Okay. Was it just this past summer?
It was no. I was living in Harbor Press. I mean, I can't tell you the exact date and the exact month.
Okay.
I just know it was in the summer.
Okay. So do you think it was this past summer? No, you don't?
I'm getting my years mixed up. No.
But if she's a normal weight at the time you take her there, and we compare it to what weight she is right here in this picture taken yesterday, Sunday. Okay, I see you starting to get upset.
No, I'm trying to figure out what you're saying.
Okay.
If I take her...
Do you want to...
I take her to the... You said if I take her to... If you go get her records, and I told you that it was normal from now.
Right. She's no longer a normal weight here. Mm-hmm. Okay, so...
You're asking me, did I notice her weight?
If you're saying she has a normal weight from her last well check, this is not normal. So there's a change
in her weight. Yeah.
Yeah, you agree this is not normal?
It didn't catch my eye.
This didn't catch your eye?
No, it didn't catch my eye. She was to me, she was normal. She was eating, drinking juice and doing all that stuff, so it didn't catch my weight.
Okay.
I mean, I get what you were saying, but she was eating, she wasn't not taking
What
food.
Is she eating?
Normal stuff. Chicken. When?
When is she eating chicken?
Well, I cook like every I cook like every day. Sometimes I might go out or whatever.
Okay.
Aniya did not have the body of a child who ate regular meals.
What was
Like
the
greens.
last thing Aniya ate?
Tried to eat. She had chicken nuggets and she had some French fries and then
When?
soup. Well, this Sunday we tried to give her soup and pop as a switch because she wouldn't take nothing down.
Okay. You said she ate chicken nuggets and french fries. When was that?
We tried to give it to her
When?
Sunday.
Lewis made the wild claim during his interrogation that at one point over the weekend, Aniya ate 40 pizza bites.
And then when we gave her the chicken noodle soup, she threw it up.
You tried to give her the chicken nuggets what
Tried
day?
to give her the chicken nugget fries. That didn't stay down.
What day?
Sunday. She barely ate a French fry.
Okay.
And then we prolonged it to give her the chicken noodle soup with the ginger ale. She threw that up along with the Tylenol that I put in there.
Okay. You gave her Tylenol?
Yeah, a little bit.
What kind of Tylenol?
Kids Tylenol.
Liquid or
It's
pills?
liquid.
What did you do with the bottle?
It's all gone.
What did you do with the bottle after you used it all?
Beyonce threw it away.
When did you throw it away?
I don't remember. Because we had used it last time.
Okay. Do you know what I'm asking you about the Tylenol?
No,
I think you do.
I don't.
Okay. You didn't give her Tylenol.
I gave her a little bit of Tylenol.
Okay, but where did it come from? Because the bottle does not exist. You don't have Tylenol
There's
in
no
your
more
house.
Tylenol in my house. Beyonce threw it away.
Okay, but your other garbage is still in the house.
Beyonce threw it away. She only had, it was only a little bit of Tylenol. He threw it
So
away.
where did Deontay throw away the bottle of Tylenol?
In the trash can.
Which trash can?
In the room.
Which
In
room?
the living room. It's a little trash can in there.
Okay, we went through the trash. There's no Tylenol bottle.
Well, you can ask him if he still got it, but we was giving her Tylenol.
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the Tylenol bottle.
We was giving her
Please spare me.
Tylenol. So her stomach can stop being upset. That was
Where did you buy the Tylenol?
I've been had a Tylenol. I brought her from Dollar Tree.
Okay. Why isn't the Tylenol bottle in your house
It
right now?
should be in the house unless Deontay took it out with him.
It's not. Where would Deontay have taken
I
it?
got I had 2 trash cans in my house.
All your trash is still in there.
Mhm.
Okay, trash you thrown away days ago is still in the trash. So I'm not believing that somebody took a tiny bottle of Tylenol and walked it to a trash can removed from the house.
I mean, I don't know. He could have threw it out when he went outside to go take a smoke. I don't know, because we used the last of the Tylenol and he had it, and I'm pretty sure he threw it away.
Okay.
I gave my child Tylenol.
So if the child has Tylenol in her system,
She threw it up.
Okay.
I gave her Tylenol. No, I gave my child Tylenol.
Okay. But what you're saying isn't adding up with our investigation. Do you understand that?
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I'm telling you what happened.
Okay. When did she start appearing this way as opposed to a healthy, normal weight?
What you mean, like the way she's laying?
How thin she is? How
I mean,
skeletally thin she is?
Aniya was, like I said, she was a normal size. It did catch my attention. Because if it caught my attention, I would have just took her to the hospital. Aniya has always been like not bony, but like a decent sized child that just ate a lot.
Okay, she's not a decent sized child anymore, and she's definitely bony. I'm gonna show you a picture. Okay, this is her back. There's absolutely no fat on her back. You can see her pronounced vertebrae.
Yes, and I noticed that too.
What did you notice?
The way her butt was getting wrinkled. And I basically just thought it was because she kept throwing up and it pertains to her losing weight.
Do you see what I'm pointing to here?
Her leg, yeah.
What is that?
Her bone,
Her bone in her what? Do you know what bone this is here?
her leg,
Well, do you know what bone this is here?
her side.
Okay, so that's her hip bone, right?
Mhm.
Okay. It's very, very pronounced. There's no fat. The thigh is much smaller than the bone structure. Okay. We've got no fat here. We've got a leg that is just bone. This is a knee.
Mhm.
Okay. A knee should not be bigger than a thigh. You see how we have a knee that's bigger than her thigh?
Mhm.
Okay, what's going on here with her buttock?
I really just thought because she was just Aniya wasn't. Within the last couple of days, Aniya just kept throwing up. And like I told you, I told my dude that's the reason why it can be caused because she's losing weight.
You have training in early childhood education.
Mhm.
and you are sitting in this room trying to convince a mother of 4 who has kids your age, okay, that you what's going on here?
My daughter butt is wrinkles, which I can see because I noticed that too.
What else is going on in this picture? What do we talk about here?
Her hip bone.
Okay, is that normal?
And I didn't really feel like it was a problem.
You spent 2 years in early childhood education in junior and senior year. You seem very intelligent.
I am intelligent.
Okay. So if you're intelligent and you have this training in early childhood education, why are you trying to convince me that you think this is normal?
I'm not trying to convince you. I didn't catch my attention is what I'm saying.
So you're the mother of this child and you don't see this as a problem?
No, because my child before that, she was eating.
How long has she looked like this?
She just started, like I said, she just like literally just started losing her weight.
When?
I did, her butt just started looking like that.
When did she start looking like this?
Her butt started looking like that approximately Wednesday or Tuesday.
Okay.
But
this didn't happen Tuesday or Wednesday. It's Monday right now. It's Monday at 2 in the morning.
I understand what you're saying.
This isn't a week. This is a long period of time a child takes to get this emaciated.
But Aniya is 4. She's a kid. When a kid don't eat for a couple of days before.
Medical doctors have looked at these photos and have examined the child. This is not a week of a stomach virus.
What I'm saying is she's throwing up a lot.
When did that start?
She started Thursday.
This did not happen since Thursday, okay?
Sometime
before last Thursday, she started looking like this. When was it?
If her body started looking like that, I would have proceeded to take her to the hospital.
Why didn't you take her to the hospital?
Her body wasn't out of proportion to the point that I was concerned to take her to the doctors.
So you saw her body like this?
It wasn't really like that, Miss.
But it is like that.
It is like that.
It is like that. Okay. And the doctors have said it did not happen since Thursday.
I know what you're trying to say. It did not happen
since last Tuesday.
Her body wasn't looking like that. Aniya was.
When did her body start looking like this?
I said her butt started looking weird around like Tuesday or Wednesday, but it wasn't out of proportion, so I can call the hospital. What I'm saying. Aniya was throwing up a lot. What I'm telling you, Aniya wasn't a big sized kid. She was like a.
There's a wide range of body types, but Aniya was skeletal, which is not normal. If it had been a sudden change, as Day is claiming, it would indicate that there was something drastically wrong with her organs.
Like in between, like a medium size.
A child that looks like this,
needs
rushed to the ER because there's something seriously wrong. Okay.
I mean, I understand what you're saying.
Right, but you didn't do that. You didn't take her to the doctor. You haven't taken her to the doctor since you don't remember when. Sometime when it was summer and maybe not even this past summer.
That's when she had a checkup. And if you go to the hospital, Aniya's been to all her checkups.
Well, what hospital would I go to find that out?
You go to the hospital. Her pediatrician.
You don't even know her pediatrician's name. How am I going to get medical records?
I mean, I've heard it's a male. It's a male, but it's sometimes a woman too, but I don't know her doctor's name.
Okay, so when's the last time they're going to have her being seen on file?
They told me to take her. I don't know, a couple of months ago. I don't know the exact date when I took my daughter. It was in the summer.
But not this past summer?
No. I was working at Get Ready Circle and I was living in Harbor Press. It was this past summer because Deontay took me.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was dating.
Did you go in? Okay, so it was this past summer. And did you go in?
I went in with her.
Did you go into a patient room?
We went into the room. I mean, you've been inside the hospital, right?
Yes, yeah. I'm just making sure your experience is like every other pediatric visit I've had with my kids.
Checked her, but they did a little, with the little thumb, checked your hand, whatever, pinch or whatever. Gave her a shot.
Okay.
Did a little thing with on her knees or whatever. I checked the ears and stuff.
They weighed her? Okay. So that's in the summer of 2017.
Because I remember Deontay took me and I was talking to him at that time.
You were talking to him. He took you. How did you get there?
He had a truck.
He had a truck?
His dad's truck.
His dad's truck. Okay. All right. But she didn't look like this then?
No, her butt did not look like that.
Did her knees look like this?
I've been raising my daughter for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Anaya has never had a fat weight or a big weight for real.
Mm-hmm.
I know her butt never looked like that.
Yeah, we're not talking about whether or not she has fat. There's definitely no fat in this picture. You've got bones that are sticking out further than the thigh. It's totally not normal.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
What kind of relationship did you have with Ayana,
Oh,
your daughter?
Anaya,
Aniya, yeah.
a good relationship with my daughter.
Relationship?
A good relationship with my daughter. Spoiled.
Okay. Was there any kind of discipline or anything that you've ever? How would you discipline?
No, I barely discipline my child because she's not bad.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
I just be like, if she was to do something wrong, I don't do that. Anaya wasn't a child that I had to tell to do something for real.
But when she did do something wrong, like if she went the
Only thing Anaya probably do is she'll throw a little tantrum. You can ask my family, she'll throw a little tantrum, wherever, and I'll be like, Anaya, stop. Or probably what I do to my daycare kids, I put her in timeout based on her age.
Okay.
And I barely did that.
What is that?
Put them in, you
I know
gotta
what
put
timeout is, but what do you mean by age? What do you, I don't understand.
like 4 minutes.
4 minutes?
Like if they 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes.
1 minute per their age. Where does she go to timeout?
By the couch.
And does she sit on the couch?
I just
timeout?
No, I just sit on the couch.
Sit on the couch for timeout?
Yeah, take the tablet away from her, and I won't give her no candy until she realizes what she did, because Aniya's very smart.
Okay.
Other than that, she's not a bad child. So I didn't have to distance Aniya.
Do you have any playmates?
What you mean?
Day's sister tells a very different story. Although Aniya was well behaved to the point that she didn't even seem childlike, Day disciplined her frequently. She would take Aniya into another room where no one could see them, and Aniya would come out with visible marks that Day claimed were from falling down. When her sister pressed her about it, she cut contact with her.
Like anybody come over to the apartment and play with her? She go to anybody's
I mean,
house
yeah,
or
my
play
dude,
with her?
JCI.
Yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How often do they usually play together?
How often?
Mhm.
Whenever we go to his brother's house sometime. Or JCI used to come over on Harbor Press.
When's the last time they played together?
Week or 2 weeks ago.
What's JC's dad's name?
I don't know.
Well, is he at the house?
Mm-hmm.
You go to the house for a play date with JC and Aniya, but you don't know the dad's name? Who's your
That's
living
not.
boyfriend's brother?
It's my boyfriend, but that's not my priority. You know what I mean? Beyonce don't even know half of my family member names.
So how long ago did they have a play date?
Like 2, 3 weeks ago. But I was mainly at the daycare. She was around kids, so.
And where was that play date at 3 weeks ago, 2 to 3 weeks ago?
At his house on, what is that, Wade Park?
And whose house was it at?
That's his brother's house, which is his apartment.
Were you there during the play date?
Mm-hmm.
You stayed there the whole time?
Yeah.
Where was JC's dad?
In the living room. Kids was in JC's room.
Where was Deontay?
We was all in the living room.
Anyone else in the apartment?
I believe his girl was there that day.
Who's his girl?
Deontay's brother girl.
Jason's girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Any other kids there besides Aniya and JC?
Nope, it was just JC.
Okay. What's this from here?
It fell out when she was brushing her teeth.
When did that happen?
I noticed her tooth was loose when I took her to the dentist.
When was that?
I took her to the dentist like 7, 8 months ago.
Who's the dentist?
Dr. Walker.
Where's Dr. Walker's office?
Severance.
Did she get any x-rays that day?
For her teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't know her teeth was loose till they told me.
And when was that?
8 months ago, like 8 months ago, 7, 8 months ago.
Loose teeth can be caused by malnutrition, which could explain the loss if a blow wasn't responsible.
And how long after that did the tooth fall out?
A couple of days after.
So the tooth fell out about 7 to 8 months ago?
A couple of months. When I took her at like 8 months ago, then after that, when I took her, it fell out like a couple of days ago when she was brushing her teeth. Like when I left the dentist, a couple of days after I left the dentist,
Yeah?
she was brushing her teeth and her teeth fell out. What they told me it was going to do because it was very loose.
Okay.
That was
What
her
did you
first-
guys do to celebrate her first tooth?
Gave her $5 and some candy.
Was Deontay there when her tooth fell out?
No one said, no, he wasn't there. Mm-mm.
He wasn't there?
Mm-mm.
Did he come home though and see that she lost her tooth?
Mm-hmm. Gave her $5 for it.
Lewis told the detective that he didn't notice the tooth was missing.
He gave her $5?
I gave her $5 and some candy for it.
Oh, okay. You gave her $5 and some candy. And what did he say to her about her losing her tooth?
Just basically said the tooth fairy gave her $5, which is me.
So Deontay came home and told.
He was just
Aniya?
basically just being, oh my God, your tooth fell out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you understand what you're going to be charged with today?
No, ma'am.
What does she look like in this picture?
Her child, she had a black eye.
Okay. Does she look well?
No, she was sick.
Okay.
So I was a very concerned mother. That's all I was doing what I had to do as a mother to make sure she get better. Because if I didn't care, I wouldn't
Do
have
you
did
want
it.
to continue to sit in this room and tell me the story you've been telling me?
What you mean?
The lies you've been telling me. Do you want to continue to tell them?
I'm not, it's not no lies. I'm literally legit on my right hand to God is telling you the truth.
You're not telling me the truth.
I'm telling you the truth. That's what happened to my child. I don't have no reason to lie. Deontay was my witness.
Well, unfortunately, you and Deontay do not have the same story.
How come we don't have the same story? She fell.
Well, I'm giving you the opportunity to make it right here by telling me the truth.
I am telling you the truth.
I wouldn't be sitting here with you if I thought you were telling me the truth, because we'd be done already. Okay?
I mean, I'm not lying. I'm not lying about nothing. That's what happened.
So
I don't know how he explained it to you, but that is what happened.
Let's do this. What like starting today? Today's or yesterday would have been Sunday, right?
Right.
From the time that you woke up on Sunday, can you kind of run through the timeline one more time for us? What you
What
did on
happened
Sunday?
Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
I woke up around like it was like 12 o'clock. Woke up, he asked me, do you smell it? I said, yeah, whatever. So we continued on, went to the room. I noticed the night was laying in the boo-boo.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like she was spinning around.
Mm-hmm.
So I proceeded to take her to the tub, wash her up, take down her hair, and wash it all out.
What was she saying to you?
Mommy, I want to lay down. Mommy, I'm sleepy.
Okay. And that was around 2, you said?
No, I said we got up around like, I want to say it was around like 12.
12. Okay, I'm sorry, 12.
I'm just trying to give you time what I think.
Okay, yeah, that's why I just want a timeline of what happened today. Okay. And then you put her back in the room after the bath?
She lay down for a couple of minutes.
Where at?
I laid her in the room.
I don't know which, there's like a
The bed.
dining room, a bedroom,
It's the bedroom.
in the bedroom,
Mhm.
in the bed. And
But it
what was
wasn't for too long. Went back there to check on her.
Okay.
Got her out the bed. Noticed that she wasn't really breathing as Aniya would be breathing, a normal person or whatever.
Mhm.
Asked her was she okay. She barely responded or whatever. And I noticed that she stopped breathing or whatever. So that's when I prolonged to do CPR.
Okay.
I don't know if he's
What was she, and again, she was wearing what?
blue jeans. She has a pink shirt on, and I believe the pink shirt got like words in it. Her hat was like it was a peachy color, and she had on a pink jacket.
So what are you concerned about? Are you concerned about Deontay and what he's telling us?
Which I'm concerned about my daughter.
Okay. Well, you started to say I don't know what he's, and I didn't know.
Cause you're basically saying our stuff don't add up, and I don't see how
Yeah, it
it
doesn't.
doesn't add up. As if he worded it different. Like I don't see how it don't add up.
If it was just the wording that was an issue, you know, we could understand that.
Mhm.
Everybody has their own perspective on things.
Right?
Okay. We have two totally different stories.
And I don't see how.
Your story does not at all match what caused these injuries to your
Mhm.
daughter. Okay. It's not truthful what you're telling us.
I'm telling you, I have no reason to lie. Like if it was cameras in my house, you would have seen it.
Well, there are no cameras in your house.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
She fell real hard, and we both heard a bump, like a real loud
This is
bump.
not a fall. Okay. You can stop trying to convince us that we know this is not a fall.
Miss, I put this on my unborn child. I'm not trying to convince nothing.
Are you pregnant?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay. You said you're unborn child. I just was asking if you're pregnant. Okay. This
I mean, I
is not for
understand-
me, okay?
Right.
I'm not a medical doctor. We have medical doctors confirming this is not a fall,
Mhm.
okay? Do you think the medical doctor is the expert, right?
I mean, anybody can be an expert. You know what I mean?
Not anybody. It takes a lot of work to
I mean, I'm
get
not saying it like
a
that.
degree, a medical degree, you know, you're
I'm not getting what you're saying.
you're licensed to practice medicine, especially to be a pediatrician,
Right.
because that's a further area of specialty.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are you trying to tell me that you don't believe that the pediatricians are right?
I'm not saying that they're not right, but I'm telling you that's what happened. And
That's
you're
not what
guys
happened.
saying because you're a pediatrician or
Right.
whatever.
That's not what happened. Nothing that you're saying is matching up with how she presents. And I don't know if you've noticed, but every time you tell your story, it changes a little bit. That's a
It
problem when
does.
you lie. It's difficult.
I'm not lying.
It's difficult to remember what you've said.
I'm not lying at all. I understand what you're saying about they had their degrees and stuff, but I don't see how I'm lying.
Okay.
So those marks on her leg, you said those were.
I believe it came from the Johnson Johnson because I never used it on Aniya. When I was giving her a bag, I thought it could have been like a skin related actually because when I saw it, I'm like, wow. And when I put her in the bathtub, I put it on her body on the bottom, like below her body or whatever.
Mhm.
It wasn't at the top for real.
Mhm.
And my concern was I asked Deontay, my concern was like it didn't get on her whole body.
Were you upset with
Yeah,
her?
I was upset.
Were
Yeah,
you
I was
upset with
upset.
her when she pooped herself and you went to clean her up?
Was I upset?
Yeah, were you upset?
No, I wasn't
Or-
upset.
No, you weren't upset.
Kids have accidents.
Okay.
And Aniya barely had accidents, so it wasn't nothing to be upset about. Aniya's potty trained. And I understand you guys doing your job. That's why I'm saying here it come, because I know what I saw. And I know what I heard. I understand you guys detective and people went to school or whatever, but yeah, I'm a concerned mother because if I wasn't a concerned mother, I would never took her to the hospital.
You didn't
Well,
go to
when-
the hospital.
I didn't take her to the hospital right away because I was trying to do my own procedure. Give her the stuff, ginger ale and stuff like that.
Okay, you get a child that looks like this at home. You can't do your own procedure. This is deathly. Okay?
What you mean?
Doing your own procedure at home did not fix her. Do you understand?
I was trying to give her food, make sure
Okay.
let her eat.
So you're telling us you tried to give her food and she couldn't eat?
No.
And you didn't rush her to the hospital?
Just thought she was probably sick. I got sick
We
before.
went over this before. This is not a child who's sick. Okay, what is this?
Her butt is not normal. It's wrinkled.
Her butt is not normal. That is grossly emaciated. So very, very emaciated. Do you know what that means?
No.
If a doctor had seen Aniya, she would have been hospitalized immediately. Before her fatal stroke, she already had such conditions as ulcers and collapsing lungs.
So extremely skinny, deathly skinny, no fat, starved to death.
No, Aniya ate. That's the weird part. She was eating.
Okay, well, if she was eating and she still looked like this, you needed to rush her to the doctor, and you didn't.
Look, I'm a young brother. I'm 23. I thought I was doing my best. I thought
You were doing your best?
Yes.
You work at a daycare.
Yes.
You have training in early childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Is Aniya at 4 years old in early
She's 4.
childhood?
She's 4, yeah.
Is she in her early childhood?
And you raised a girl school?
So you know what to look for.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw this. This is a skeleton. You saw this and you didn't take her for any kind of emergency care.
I was just trying to feed her. Like I said, I thought I knew
But it
what I was
wasn't
doing.
working. Right?
It wasn't working.
How long was she not eating?
She started Thursday.
Okay, this didn't happen since Thursday. A child does not go from healthy and eating fine to looking like this on Sunday. These pictures were taken on Sunday.
I understand what you're saying. I've been with Aniya every day. And Aniya, it wasn't no concern for me to take her to the hospital.
Well, there was a concern. If she
Mhm.
looked like this, there was a concern, okay?
I
And
mean,
that's besides the burns, the horrible bruise on her eye, which is not from a fall, and also the contusion and bump on her forehead.
Yeah. As well as
I
those
mean,
marks on her leg.
I understand what you guys saying, but it's not going to change.
You're not explaining this. You're not giving us a reasonable explanation for this.
I don't know what you guys want me to explain.
We want the truth.
Yeah, we want the
I'm
truth.
telling the truth.
Do you want to have a child with Deontay?
Yes, I do.
You do.
We wanted a boy.
You wanted a boy. What do you guys usually do with Aniya when you go out? When you and Deontay go out to have a good time. What do you do for Aniya?
She goes with us.
She goes with you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where do you go?
Out to eat, skating.
Okay.
I'm not really.
When's the last time the three of you left the house together?
Went to Real Lobster a couple of days before that. Went to church. He go to his grandparents' house sometimes.
Okay.
Or I might go to my dad's sometimes, or whatever.
Okay. Well,
I'm not a really outgoing person, so unless I go back and forth to work.
so you tried to feed her. You told me a couple of times what you tried to feed her today. What did you try to feed her? Or Sunday, I should say. Right?
Yes.
What did you try to feed her?
What I tried to do Saturday.
Sunday.
Sunday, I told her I tried to give her the soup,
Mm-hmm.
and I tried to give her some ginger roll. She threw it up.
Okay. What did you guys eat?
I had some leftover Chipotle, whatever. And then we was gonna cook some tacos, but I still had Chipotle, so I didn't eat it.
Where is the Chipotle from?
Chipotle across the street.
Right across the street. When did you guys get it?
We went to Chipotle. When did we go to Chipotle? Was it 2 days ago? I think he went to Chipotle like 2 days ago.
You went to Chipotle like 2 days ago. They have video there, so I can find it. Today's Monday, but it's middle of the night, so it just kind of still Sunday night for some people.
Do you want to do the cheek?
The what?
You want to do the cheek?
Sure. Yeah. Who went to get the Chipotle?
Beyonce went to go to Chipotle.
When was that?
Like I said, I believe it was 2 days ago.
Okay. So this food that's in your microwave that's not under refrigeration is 2 days old? Is that what you're saying?
That's Chipotle that we had got.
It's in the microwave?
Mhm.
Okay. Why is it 2 days old, but it's not,
Wrapped up.
it's not, it doesn't look like it's aged 2 days. The lettuce is still crisp. It's not moldy.
I mean, when you heat it up.
Day is certainly underestimating the detectives if she thinks they won't realize that microwaving lettuce makes it wilt.
I ain't just take it out the refrigerator and eat it cold.
So if I go there and I find I want to use that Chipotle on Sunday, buying buying food,
It's not.
when I recover video, what are you gonna say then?
You can go get the video.
Okay. All right. How come you didn't tell me earlier that he left to go get Chipotle when I was
Because
asking you?
Chipotle didn't cross my mind. That's
It
why.
didn't cross your mind. Okay.
This is an important deviation from her story, even if Day doesn't realize it as such. According to her, she and Lewis woke up and immediately checked on Aniya. They were busy with her until they called 911. When did Lewis go out for food? Why would he leave if they were concerned for Aniya's well-being?